Hi, I'm Daphne Richards and this is Augie. Our question this week is about using leaves in the landscape. Can you rake them into the garden beds and use them as mulch instead of bagging them up and putting them by the curb? We get this question every autumn, and yes, you absolutely can. The concern with using leaves as mulch is that they are very high in carbon and could potentially deplete your soil of nitrogen. As the microbes break down the plant material and incorporate it into the soil, they also use nitrogen, effectively taking it away from your plants. But in most home gardens, this would never happen to the extent of causing problems for your plants. When we use bark and wood mulch at other times of year, those are high in carbon as well. It would really take a lot of carbon to cause a problem in your soil, so there's no cause for concern when using leaves. Using leaves is a great, cheap way to protect the soil as we move from autumn into winter. If you have a mulching mower with a detachable bag, you can mow the leaves up, both collecting them and cutting them into smaller pieces. Although it isn't necessary to mow them, mulched leaves will break down more easily, becoming a part of your soil more quickly. But you can also just rake the leaves into garden beds, piling them up near the base of trees and shrubs and completely covering perennials, which should be cut back to soil level at this time of year. Adding organic matter is the best way to break up heavy clay soils, and the leaves that fall from your trees or blow into your yard from your neighbors are absolutely free. Our plant this week is Berkeley sedge, Carex divulsa. This unique ground cover is eye-catching in the garden and is becoming more popular as a replacement for traditional turf lawns. It's evergreen here in Central Texas and easily takes winter temperatures well below freezing. Berkeley sedge doesn't spread out carpet style like a traditional lawn would, but instead grows in clumps, giving your yard a very distinctive look. More akin to an alpine meadow. Growing to about a foot tall or maybe a little taller, and about as wide usually, the long, delicate-looking leaves of Berkeley sedge tend to lay over, creating a cascading look that is quite striking. It performs best in bright shade to sun and may struggle to get going in heavy shade. Berkeley sedge will also limp along and look a bit ragged during the hottest, driest times of year and does need a bit of supplemental irrigation to do well. The most show-stopping seasons for this plant are spring and fall, when the temperatures are cooler and rainfall is normally plentiful. You'll never need to mow Berkeley sedge unless you want to do a little cleanup. If you have an area of Berkeley sedge growing under deciduous trees, as most people do, it's perfectly fine to use your mulching mower to collect the leaves and give the sedge lawn a little haircut at the same time. Just be sure to set your mower on the tallest mowing height. You can also use Berkeley sedge as more of an accent plant, along borders and filling in around perennial beds. It tolerates most soil types, from heavy clay to loose and well-drained. Our viewer picture this week is from Catherine Carrington of her ornamental cabbage and pansies in a beautiful container. Thanks, Catherine. We'd love to hear from you, so please visit us at klru.org/ctg to send us your questions and pictures from your garden.